Good, happy Easter Sunday, everybody, and what a lovely day it is today when the Lord rose up, and in him we have the victory over the devil, over death, over sin. Praise Jesus, he is alive, and he's alive forevermore, and he's in heaven, receiving his reward, his just reward that he deserves. He is at the most honoured place of heaven now. And I'm going to read from the Message Bible. But while I do, I'm going to put the camera onto a picture of Jesus so that you focus your attention upon him. And so that the attention's not focused upon me, but upon Jesus. Okay, I'm going to read from the Message Bible, and this is the man that we all have to thank, that we're all grateful for, that the whole universe is grateful for. This lovely, see our Jesus, our beautiful Jesus, he's the one that we have to thank. He's the one that we really truly rejoice in. And I want to read you about the resurrection of Jesus from Luke 24, 1 to 53. From the Message Bible. You have to bear with me a minute. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Luke 23, if you want to follow. Yes, of course. Luke 23, 1 to 53. Okay. We'll read about the resurrection. Actually, it's just going to read about the resurrection. Is that about the resurrection? Oh no, sorry, I made a mistake there. That is about the death of Jesus. We don't want to read about that one again. So sorry about that. Oh, here we are. Is this a 24? Is this about the resurrection? Oh yeah, sorry, excuse me, I'm really sorry about that. Okay, Luke 24, okay. At the crack of dawn, on Sunday, the women came to the tomb carrying the burial spices they had prepared. They found the entrance stone rolled back from the tomb, so they walked in. But once inside, they couldn't find the body of the Master Jesus. They were puzzled, wondering what to make of this. Then out of nowhere, it seems, two men, light cascading over them, stood there. The woman was awestruck and bowed down in worship. The men said, "Why are you looking for the living one in the cemetery? He is not here, but raised up. Remember how he told you, when you were still back in Galilee, that he had to be handed over to sinners, be killed on a cross, and in 3 days rise up." Then they remembered Jesus' words. They left the tomb and broke the news to all of the 11 and the rest. Mary Magdalene, Joanna, Mary the mother of James, and the other woman with them kept telling these things to the apostles, but the apostles didn't believe a word of it, though they were making it all up. But Peter jumped to his feet and ran to the tomb. He stopped to look in and saw a few grave clothes. That's all. He walked away puzzled, shaking his head. Isn't this wonderful? Hey, that what Jesus did, and he rose again, and I think it was actually Peter and John that ran. You know, there's quite a lot of things missed out on that. I think there's actually Peter and John that ran to see him. I think, and Mary Magdalene and everything, and there's also the part in where which I don't understand really, because obviously if it was me, like Mary Magdalene, she wanted to hug Jesus, and I'd feel the same way. I'd be like jumping for joy, and just wanting to wrap my arms all around Jesus and everything. But Jesus said, do not touch me, women, yet, because I haven't ascended to heaven. And for me, I find that quite difficult. well, not difficult, because I know that Jesus, had his reasons and that, but looking upon it from her point of view, to me, I'd be a bit disappointed, because I'm like, oh, like Jesus, he's alive, I want to go and touch him and, say that I love him and everything. Just be like really overexcited, and I'm sure they're like having tears of joy and and everything. I know that I definitely would be too. I mean, even watching programs and that makes me get all emotional. Just imagine being there in real life, like that. That'd just be out of this world. Yeah, I mean, see what else we got here. Yeah, it's just wonderful what the Lord did for us. Just so wonderful. And, also the way that he approached Thomas too. And although Thomas was doubting and everything, how the Lord was compassionate with him. And he said, appeared to Thomas and said, feel my hands and my feet, do not doubt, but be believing. And it just goes to show you how much Jesus wants to help people and to give them a chance to believe in him and everything, because, there were, no matter what people did to him, one denied him, one even betrayed him, and another doubted. It just goes to show you, they're not perfect disciples and that, but, look how, Jesus dealt with them in such loving compassion and that, and, what a perfect loving example of that is, and, and it's like in the Old Testament times, when they used to sacrifice the lambs and everything. But Jesus, he came as the real lamb, the perfect lamb. And, it's only through him that our sins can really be forgiven. The lamb sacrifices wasn't enough, but, only Jesus, the perfect lamb, could truly take away sins. And, it was gone, to be dealt with once and for all. And, how we can rejoice in him. And you'll be all glad to know that Jesus is, having the rewards that he deserves in heaven now. Let's have a look at Ephesians 1:20 to 23. 1:20 to 23. Galatians, Ephesians. Oh, I'm going to rip the wrong way there. Galatians, Ephesians, where are you? Galatians, Ephesians after that, and it says Ephesians 1